what kind of things did you and Michael like talk about doing? You talk like I imagine you're just late one night, kids are in bed, and you're just saying like, I I don't know what it is, but I'm not hearing God, or I feel like I'm not growing my faith, and then how did you kind of connect the dots?
Yeah, I think in regards specifically to the liturgy, because the liturgy really, I mean, Sunday was kind of always our anchor, and with Sunday is the liturgy. And so I think there were things in the liturgy that I was tolerating that all of a sudden I just couldn't tolerate, that it was almost becoming a detraction. And so that was part of it, seeking more reverence in liturgy. Liturgy was always something that was important to Michael and myself. And then for a while we thought, oh, we can just, it doesn't matter. I thought, oh, it doesn't matter. We're going to church and the grace is still there. And yes, it is. But the liturgy started to matter again. And so that was probably a big one. I think this restlessness was also in our children and seeing them hit the age where the influence of Michael and I was still important, but the influence of the people that they were around was going to be almost more important. And my daughter was 11 at the time, entering preteen years, and really looking around and saying, she doesn't have any friends that are Catholic. And okay, she's in religious education, but she's the only one who knows her Hail Mary, in 5th grade. So seeing our children in their formation beyond what we could give them at home. And so really wanting them to have a solid, intentional, enjoyable Catholic community, because knowing the statistics of my generation, that 8 out of 10 people are no longer Catholic who've been raised Catholic, that's, as a parent, that can be a scary statistic. And being intentional is everything, and scrutinizing everything and having everything on the table, including, everything that we were doing in life was on the table to examine. And that included where we were going to Mass and how we were living our faith, especially.
Do you know some of the statistics around the Pew study that came out about real presence?
Oh, yes. Yes. Isn't it? You might have to correct me. What, 75% of Catholics don't believe in the real presence? 70, yes. Yeah, and it is, when I look at my children, I not only see my children, but I see their salvation. And in walking Michael into eternity, their salvation is everything to me. Now I know at some point it's out of my hands, and it's their choice and it's their decision, and I remind them that and I tell them that. But to walk my children into heaven however I can is the number one priority of my life. And God knows that, and I'm trusting that God will lead me to all the different things that I need to do in our family to be able to hopefully ensure that happens.